Alright, so I got some games out that I thought we could play. Well, we don't have to play all of them, no. These are all some pretty good 2-player games. Yeah, none of them are very complicated. You could definitely learn to play them very quickly. Oh, do you like my new lava lamp? I got it for Christmas. Isn't that cool? I have never had a lava lamp before. I'm fascinated by this. Yeah, I could just like stare at it forever. I like the colors. It's like really pretty and blue. Yeah. we can watch it while we play. Alright, I'll give you a super quick rundown of kind of how they play, and maybe you can see which one you're most interested in. Okay, this one is a love letter. This one goes, well, actually all of them run pretty quickly. This is Win the Heart of the Princess. Basically, it's a card game. Are all of them card games? Yeah, they're all card games where you are trying to collect tokens of affection for the princess by playing a suit of like 8 different cards. They'll have different meanings, and the highest number is like the closest to the princess. Okay, I'm doing a terrible job of explaining this. Basically you have like 2 cards in hand always. You play one and then back and forth, back and forth. And yeah, you can do it 2-player. I know, that was a terrible explanation. Sushi Go. Super cute. This one is like a pass game, pass and play, where we will have a hand that we then pass back and forth to each other. So no hidden cards here, you see all the cards, and it's meant to mimic like a sushi conveyor belt with you picking up different pieces of sushi, and that's your plate of sushi. Okay, pretty concise. Coup is a deception lying game. I don't know if you're in the mood for that, but look, it's like set in this cool dystopian future. So kind of similar to Love Letter, you've got like 2 cards, 2 lives that do different things. The deception comes into play because you could lie about what you have and then act as if you have a different one. You can challenge though. So maybe you told me that you had like 1 card and I don't believe you because of cards that have been played, and I could like call you out on it, and then that's how you lose lives and stuff like that. You don't have to lie. Lying's not like essential, but it is allowed. And then JubileeWhispers, this is like a market game where we simulate a market of goods, from like leather and gems, tea, different colors representing different items, and we're trying to grab up and like grab as many goods as we can, with the goods corresponding to like different points and adding up our points. It's very beautiful. And the last one is Code Names. Oh, you seen it? Oh, okay, so it's like, I'll show you the back. You set up a board of cards, like just like you see there, and the point is that we're like spies, and we're trying to get each other to say one of these words without saying the word. So in this example, one person says hot 2. That means there are 2 cards that relate to the word hot. You can only say one word. So in this it's dog, hot dog, and then also fire, because fire is hot. So it's a bit of an English language game. So yeah, I'll admit this one's probably better with more people, but that doesn't mean that you can't play with 2 people. Like, you can. I've done it. So ooh, look. It's cool. It takes a while to warm up. I've been like warming it up all day, just for this, just for us. All right. What do you think that you are most interested in? Do you wanna play the spy game, where we're spies? Do you want to play the game where we're in a beautiful market of goods? You want to play a line and deception game in a cool kind of postmodern future? Do you want to play a cute and wholesome game about sushi? Or do you want to play a game where we're all trying to win the hand of the princess? Okay, I'm not gonna lie, I thought you would pick it. Yeah, so Sushi Go is great. Oops. I'm just taking the lid off of Codenames. So the only thing I really have to explain is like how the different cards work of your sushi plate, and it's a really fast game. We can actually play a few times if you want, just so you can get the hang of it. And I'll do a practice round with you first. I like to do a practice round when I learn a new game, because yeah, it gives you a chance to make mistakes, mess up, learn about it. Okay, I'm just gonna clear these other games away, put them back on the shelf, and you can scooch a little closer to me, and I will teach you how to play Sushi Go. Okay? Alright. Sushi Go. Let's learn. Oh, I promise it is really simple. The only hard thing about it is really just remembering what all the cards do, but it's a real simple game. See, it's ages 8 and up, so we should be okay, right? Sushi Go is the pick and pass card game, and it's 2 to 5 players, so we could have up to like 3 more people, but it works as a 2-player game, which is great for you and me. Look at how cute the little characters are. The foods are the characters, and this one's my favorite, the dumplings, because, well, dumplings are my favorite food, but also they just look so happy, so joyous, right? Oh, I love them so much. Okay, you can see the side is really cute. Everybody's there on the bottom. Just adorable. Adorable, 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 adorable. Alright, so we do have the instructions inside. I'm gonna put them up because I'm confident-ish that I can teach it to you without referring to the rules. I mean, maybe I'll just like leave them open just in case. Okay, I'll just like, they'll just sit there, but I think I can teach you by myself. So here's the cards. It's just cards, no dice, no, I don't know, little pawns, anything, so real simple. I'm just gonna pick up these. I'll put the rest like over here, and then we'll just get more cards as we need to, but hopefully there should be one of like every kind in here, so that I don't have to go back for more. So because there's 2 of us, we would get 10 cards each. It does change depending on how many people are playing. The more people, the less cards you get. And the game is played over rounds. So, like, once the cards are all gone, that doesn't mean the end of the game. That just means the end of the round. Then we would calculate our points and start another round. And we would go 3 rounds. We would really need to, I really should have gotten some paper. Yeah, we really should be writing down like our scores. Okay, before we start, I'll get some paper and a pencil. But getting points, getting a score relates to what kind of cards you play. And I'm gonna explain what the different cards do, because you'll see a big hand full of cute characters like the dumpling, like the little tempura, and they mean different things. You'll need to learn in order to strategize, but it's not like strategy heavy. So for example, if you got my favorite, the dumpling card is not worth much on its own, okay? You can actually see down here, it's got a series of numbers, 1, 3, 6, 10, 15. That means the more dumplings you have, the more they're worth. Just having one dumpling card is just worth 1. Maybe not worthwhile to have, right? Just the one dumpling card, just 1 point. But as soon as you have a second dumpling card, boom, you jump to 3 points. Okay? 3 dumpling cards will get you 6 points. 4 gets you a whopping 10 points. And if you have 5 dumpling cards, you're getting 15 points. So the tricky thing with the dumplings is that, for example, in this group right here, I only see 4 of these blue colors. So there's not even a full 5 here. I mean, 4 is still a lot, it's still 10 points. But it's kind of a gamble. Do you think you're gonna get a lot of dumpling cards over the course of the round? There may just be 1 or 2, in which case it's not really worth picking up. So that's how the dumplings work. They go together because, I mean, will make sense, right? 1 dumpling. Who's going to be full after eating 1 dumpling? You really need like 5, 6, 7, 8 dumplings to be happy. So the dumplings is all about getting as many as you can. And you can hold them like this so that you see your little dumplings in the corner. Isn't that cute? Okay, that was the dumplings. I'll set those aside. Tempura is really simple. The tempura card is worth nothing on its own, but paired with another tempura, and you get 5 points. Because it's like, who's eating 1 piece of tempura, right? So you're getting 2. Okay, so again, bit of a gamble. You have to trust that there's going to be at least 1 other tempura card in there. Let's talk about maki rolls next. These are the maki rolls. So maki rolls, the way they work is that this is how many maki rolls are in this card. This is 2. This is just 1. And this is the big one. 3 maki rolls in 1 card. Every time you pick it up, this would be 3, 4, 5, 6. So this 3 cards is 6 maki rolls. At the end of the round, the person with the most maki rolls gets 6 points. And then second most gets 3 points. So that's why it says 6, 3. So maki rolls is all about collecting as many as you can and hoping that by the end of it, you've got the most. As you can see, there's a lot, right? There's like a lot spread through here. Okay, next, the nigiris. We've got 3 kinds of nigiri. Let's see if I can find them. This is one. That's another one. There we go. This is the egg nigiri. The smallest one, worth 1 point. Then we have the salmon nigiri, 2 points. And the biggest nigiri is the squid nigiri, and that one's 3 points. So, nigiri at first doesn't seem like a lot of points, especially when you think about how many you could rack up with the dumplings, or 2 tempura cards is 5, and none of these is even remotely close to 5. However, there's a special card in here, the wasabi card. And what the wasabi card does is it is a multiplier card. So if you pick this up, the next nigiri you play is worth 3 times. So 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. And 3 times 3 is what? 9. So very quickly you can see how this would actually be worth a lot together. The wasabi squid nigiri combo. Okay, but again, the gamble comes in. You may pick up the wasabi, and you may not get a squid nigiri. You may not even get a salmon nigiri. And sashimi. They're really cute. I do. Yeah, look how cute this card is. So the sashimi card is again one of those where on its own it's not worth anything. However, if you get 3, 1, 2, and 3, bing bang boom. I don't know why I said that, sorry. 10 points. 10 points. So this is a lot, but who's to say there's even 10 sashimi cards in your hands? Don't forget, there'll be 10, so there won't even be this many cards. This is way more than there would be. They'll just be, I'll have 10 cards and you'll have 10 cards, and then we will pick out one we want and put it down in front of us, and then pass our cards to each other. So then I would get your cards and you would get my cards. Do you see where the gamble pays off? Yeah, I may see, now there's 2 sashimi cards in my hand. Well, I can only take 1. So say I take the sashimi card, and then I pass the rest to you, hoping that you've got 1, and then I can get this one the next turn, but maybe you don't have any sashimi cards. And then I realized there's just 2 total, so it's wasted, because they're worth nothing, just the 2 of them. There are some other cards that didn't actually make it into my random draw. So let me just kind of put these together, and I will then show you those. Come here. And then we'll do like a practice round, yeah. I think you always need to do a practice round the first time you play a game, so you can really understand what you're doing. Okay, let me flip through these. Oh, that's not what I want to show you first, though. Okay, well, this adorable little card is the pudding. So the pudding, like all puddings, comes in handy at the end. Not just the end of the round, but the whole game. Because puddings are the only cards that last between rounds. Okay, so remember I told you that there would be 3 rounds? At the end of all of those, you count up who has the most pudding. This is kind of like the maki rolls. Remember, at the end of each round, whoever has the most maki rolls got 6 points, and the second most maki rolls has 3 points. I guess I should also mention that if there's a tie, you split the points. So if we both had like 3 maki rolls, then we'd each get 3 points. However, the pudding is a little more tricksy. The person at the end of the game with the most puddings gets 6 points. The person with the least amount of puddings loses 6 points. And in a 2-player game, that means one of us is getting the points and the other one loses them. So collecting puddings is pretty important. And again, they would last between hands, so you would like put them here next to you and just kind of accumulate them. Okay, that was the puddings. I still don't see the last card. Hold on. I gotta keep looking. There's one more. Okay, here we go. Chopsticks. So the chopsticks is a bit of a weird one because it's not worth any points. Here's how chopsticks would work. Let's say, you know, this is my hand. I would have 10 cards, of course, but let's say that this was my hand. If I take the chopsticks and then I pass you those cards and then I get your cards back. Oh my gosh, these cards clearly haven't been shuffled. What I do with the chopsticks is I can put it back to take 2 things. Okay, so chopsticks can actually be really handy because what if you see a wasabi and a squid nigiri all at once? You could go boop, put it back and get the 2. Or 2 tempura for 5 points. Or 2 dumplings for 3 points. Or 2 sashimi and then you're 2 out of 3 on your way for the big 10-pointer. Okay, so while chopsticks aren't worth any points on their own, it's not to say that they're not going to come in handy, okay? And I am pretty sure that that's it. Let me see. Okay, so it says there's total 108 cards. There's 14 tempuras, there's 14 sashimis, there's 14 dumplings, there's 12 2-maki rolls, 8 3-maki rolls, and 6 1-maki rolls. There's 10 salmon nigiri, there's 5 squid nigiri, and 5 egg nigiri. And remember, the biggest one worth the most points was the squid. The egg is the least, the salmon is worth 2 points. There's most of those. There's 10 puddings total. There are 6 wasabis, and there are 4 chopsticks. So do you think you get the gist of how it works? We're gonna have 10 points, we're gonna take a card out, and then I'm gonna give you your cards, and you're gonna give me my cards. Then we're gonna take another one, and we're gonna keep going back and forth until we just have one more card to give each other, and then we count up our total hand. Then that's the end of the first round, and we'll do that 2 more times, and the cards will get put away in the discard pile except for the puddings, and the puddings will stay with us to be counted up at the end when we then combine our round 1, 2, and 3 scores into the final score to see who wins. Pretty easy. Yeah, let's do practice round. That okay? Okay. And if you have any questions during the practice round, feel free to ask. I'm just gonna shuffle these since clearly they have not been. Shoot. For the purposes of this practice round, I'm gonna play with our cards face up. Okay? So we're gonna go 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, and 10, 10. Okay. Alright, get your cards in front of you all nice and sorted. Yeah, don't forget that you wouldn't be able to see my cards normally. Okay. So, if I were you, you could either start with maybe taking a pudding, knowing that at the end of the game that's going to be kind of important. You also see you have a lot of dumplings here, right? And the odds are that I don't have that many dumplings. I mean, you see I do have one, but you wouldn't know that. So maybe you want to start collecting dumplings. The sashimi, again, it's a risk. You only see one sashimi. So that would be a big gamble. Someone's gonna end up with this. And that person's going to be a bit of a loser, unfortunately. We don't want to end up with this. I mean, you can see that I actually don't have any, so this would never be worth the full amount, and it's basically a dud card. But it would be a gamble. Maybe I do have two. Yeah. And of course you could go for the maki rolls. You do have that one's 2, 1, 3. So what do you think you want to do? Go for pudding? Okay. Let's set your pudding aside. I'm going to put him down there, okay? I think I'm going to take a tempura. I see I have 3 tempura here. So basically the odds of me getting a match are like guaranteed, because when I pass these to you, even if you took one of the tempura, I would still get the other one. Unless you had chopsticks, that is a gamble. Maybe you had chopsticks and you could take both. But no way, because then you would just take the chopsticks. And no, you could. So odds that you could get both these tempura are pretty slim. So I'm taking my tempura card out. Then it's supposed to be a conveyor belt. Do you see? They're all on the conveyor belt. So the conveyor belt goes like and now you see my cards. And I see your cards. And I see that sashimi. And already, right away, I know that sashimi is worthless, because I've seen my cards, and now I've seen your cards, and I will be avoiding that sashimi. Yeah. Okay. I think that I'm seeing a lot of dumplings here. I am gonna try to go for a dumpling in the meantime, while I wait for my tempura to come back around. What are you gonna go for? Ah, very smart. Yeah, so you noticed there was no wasabi. It's a very good observation. So, this is the highest nigiri in the game. So you want to take it? Yeah. Unfortunately, you won't get that 3 times bonus, but hey, that means I don't get it. That's 3 points right away. Okay. You hold on to that one. And we're gonna our cards again. Ready? These are classic conveyor belt sounds. What are you talking about? Okay. So, as I told you, I was holding out for this tempura, so I'm gonna put them together now. I'll just put them like that, and then that is my first. Well, no, I had a dumpling. Okay, so far I've got 6 points, and you have 3, but technically you have a pudding And right now I have no puddings, so I know if the whole game were to end, I would be losing all 6 of my points, and you would have a whopping 9. Okay, so technically you're winning. So I took that tempura. Unfortunately, there's now 1 remaining tempura that is worthless, like the sashimi. These 2 are dead cards, and I think these will probably be the last ones that we end up with, right? What would you like to do this round? Don't take that one. A maki roll. Okay, the 3. I assume you want the 3. Okay. Let's give you that one. Keep it down there. Alright. You ready? I guess I really should have fanned these out a little better. Alright, what you left with? What do you think you're gonna do? So if you want to keep going for your maki rolls, you've got 2 nice solid options. Yeah? Because you just saw that there's yeah, see, I've got the 1, so you do have better maki rolls. Okay. And right off the bat, you've got 5 maki rolls. You're doing really good. You're doing good, yeah. I think I'm gonna take a pudding, because I know that you have that 1 pudding, and I don't want to be left. Yeah, if we tie again, we would split the points, so no one would lose points. I'm pretty sure. Let me double check that. Yeah, if you tie for the most, they split the points evenly. Oh, sorry, I was wrong about this. In a 2-player game, no one loses any points for puddings. See, there we go. I forgot that rule. So, if I had not picked this up and we ended with you having more than me, then you would get 6 points. I wouldn't lose any, I just wouldn't get any points. I mean, I think that's a lot more fair, don't you? So anyway, I'm taking a pudding card. And let's alright, we're getting down to the wire a little bit. Okay, do you wanna see what you wanna do? More maki? I think you're definitely going to have the most maki rolls, without a doubt. I am going to take another dumpling. So now I've got 2, which means I've got 3 points for my dumplings. What do you think? Okay, another pudding. Smart. So you've one-upped me in pudding. I'm gonna take another dumpling. What do you want? You take one? Okay. Yeah, keep me from getting more. That's a good idea. That's smart, that's smart. Okay. Now, okay, let me double check one thing about the maki rolls, because I'm pretty sure that if I were to never pick up any maki rolls, I wouldn't get any. Let's see. It's not saying, because what I'm not sure is if I don't pick up any, do I still technically have the second most amount of maki rolls? It says that the player with the most scores 6 points, and if multiple players tie for the most, they split the 6 points evenly, ignoring any remainder, and no second place points are awarded. I'm not sure. Doesn't really make that clear. I guess we would just have to decide. Oh, I've got to take one. Okay, so I could take the pudding and even up our puddings. Could go for a little cheeky 1 point. This one's useless. I could get a maki roll. Okay. I'm gonna take this to keep you from getting, I know it's so mean, I'm sorry, to keep you from getting the full 6 points. This way we would split it. I'm gonna take this last dumpling. What do you want? Yeah? Alright, that's smart. Take the egg nigiri. Alright. Yep, so as I said, we're gonna end up with these 2 useless cards being left as we both take the maki rolls. You add your maki roll down there, and then I would give you this card, and you give me this card. So let's put put everything except your puddings in front of you now. Like this one, put this. Actually, you know what? Because this is just a practice round, put your pudding too. We'll just say that this was like the full game. Okay. Alright, so let's calculate yours up. So first off, you definitely have the most maki rolls. Congratulations. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 compared to my 2. So you get 6 whole points. Congratulations. 6 points. Next, you have 1 squid nigiri with no wasabi multiplier. That's 3 points. So now you're up to 9. You've got 1 dumpling. That's 10. You have 1 egg nigiri. That's 11. Unfortunately, this is worth nothing. And then we tied for puddings. So we're each gonna get 3 points. What did I say you have? 11? 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. You ended up with 14 points. Congratulations. What do I have? Okay, so I have 4 dumplings. This did rack up quite a bit. I have 10 points right here. I have 10 points, and my tempura are worth 5, so that's 15. I had the second most amount of maki rolls, so I get 3 points. That's 18. And then I tied with puddings, so I got 21 with an extra 3 points, and this is nothing. So, I mean, I think you did good. I mean, I've played this game before, and I think I just happened to luck out with the dumplings. So seeing this dumplings really got me the game. But yeah, absolutely. I've had other games where like I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna collect the dumplings, and I ended up with like 1, and it was just a waste of my time. It is harder the more people there are, yeah, because everyone could be competing for a limited amount of dumplings, and everyone ends up with like 1 instead of 1 person getting 5. Yeah, I think you've got to commit very early on, like if you're gonna be a dumpling person or not. I'm a dumpling person. I love them. What do you think? What do you think of Sushi Go? Yeah? You wanna play it for real? Okay. Alright. I'm going to discard all of these. And we'll get a fresh deck. Alright, you ready?